Hello everyone, I am Melinda NailFanatic. This is our Love, Peace, and Happiness daily tarot reading for the 26th of August 2017. The word that comes out for us today is protection. Okay, but you have to wait till I finish recording and then I'll put it louder when I'm done making my video. And the bottom of the deck says requirement, protection and requirement. I'm feeling that for you, it's essential that you safeguard your individualism, your own self-expression, your own ideals, standards, and vision for yourself. Because I do feel that with all this transformation energy right now, there are some who are not going and working with the energy, and therefore, by their choice to be obtuse to the energy, they are finding themselves spinning their wheels, so to speak, and trying to find a home, trying to find somebody that will cater to them, make them feel better, take care of that which they should be doing for themselves. And when that doesn't work, so then they come and they try to find anybody that they can throw their burden upon, and that they can try to get that positive energy from. So for you, if you're dealing with somebody that's like that, it's important that you safeguard yourself and remember what your standards are for yourself, because you are the one that you're here to take care of before the other. It is in taking care of yourself that you're able to take care of the others. Whether those are your children, like you can hear my grandchildren, or your spouses, or whatever it is. So we're going to get into the tarot and see what are the daily tarot messages for us. This first is going to be our general message, which is more of a spiritual center, because from our spirituality, all of our physical existence radiates out, including relationships and finances and your body and health and everything. So we're just going to start with our general part here. What is the situation, Lord Source God? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There it is. Okay, the 8 of Cups. Moving on is the situation. What is the best course of action for our highest, lightest, and brightest good, Love Source God? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Love Source God, for these divine messages. What's our best course of action for our highest, lightest, and brightest good? This one. Major Arcana number 5, the Hierophant. And what is the target we are being brought to at this time, Love Source God? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for these messages, Lord Source God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the target that we are being brought to? Oh, there it is. Healing begins. And what is the underlying support for this situation? Is the High Priestess, Major Arcana number 2. So I want to say the first thing that was shown to me is that we have both the masculine and the feminine spiritual guides here in the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So moving on, teach, healing begins, listen. So what that's saying to us, just the words alone, as a friend of mine pointed out, was so powerful. We are moving on. The situation involves us moving on. What are we to do? We are to teach. What are we being brought to? A healing that's beginning. And what is the underlying support? Listening. What is it that we are to listen to? That inner voice, that connected, receptive place, the one that centers and receives from the universe. What is being healed? Our spirituality is being healed. Life as a whole is being healed. And of course, there are some situations and circumstances out there that make it feel like it's not going to be that way. However, those things that are going on out there that feel a little frightening for ones are simply just forerunners to the actual healing being received. What are we to do? Teach. and be willing to learn with that, because the wise teacher always knows that they're always the student. So we want to partake of both the learning and the teaching aspects of our abilities, so that we can move on into this healing situation as a nation as a whole. So what is it that we're to teach? How we're always safe and blessed and protected. It's a requirement that we understand that no matter where we're at, we're always blessed and safe and protected where we stand, because we have the 11 dinosaurs here. We're going through a gateway to a new beginning, something that has been talked about since ancient times, of something that has gone on since ancient times. We have now put the ancient part into its casing of history, and it's time to move on through a new gateway, which is this swim like a happy yellow duck energy. And how does the happy yellow duck swim? Well, he swims happily. And the things that do not affect the duck, the water that the duck does not require to move forward, rolls around him, rolls off his back easily. He swims through it easily. So what does that mean for us in a practical sense? It means that we are blessed and safe and protected from all of these external emotions as we move through all of the sea of emotions that are swarming around us. So you should walk with confidence. You should travel in a knowing that you are always blessed and safe and protected in your skin. And this is a strong lesson that we could teach to others as well, by radiating that in our conversations. Are our conversations of a frightened nature or a protected, blessed, and safe nature? Because this is what we are, blessed and protected and safe no matter where we stand in our skin is our truth. And so as we radiate that, we experience it and we teach it to those around us. They say, how is it that you can be so confident right now with all that's going on? And you say, well, I'm always blessed and safe and protected in my skin no matter where I stand. And I know that these things are just going on so that way a healing can come over the people. And whether or not you explain that verbally and audibly to another, these are things that you know. All the challenges that are being brought to us at this time are that we might move on to a better, lighter, and brighter situation. And the healing is there. There's some lessons to be learned. We must be willing to learn those lessons. We must be willing to silence and still ourselves long enough to hear the lessons. And when we get the lessons, we must be willing to share what we've learned with our brothers and sisters of humanity. The situation in regards to our finances is the Hermit. I'm hearing for somebody, it will be so much easier for you to promote your book, your business, your career, your project, your situation if you would get out amongst the people a little bit more. And the best course of action is the Fool. To carry that optimistic, positive, light and bright energy with you everywhere you go. No, go in the living room. Go on. Stop slamming cabinet doors. That sounds really loud on the video. And so carrying that energy with us is going to behoove us in our finances. And what is the target that it's bringing us to is the Seven of Discs. There's an awaiting of a harvest, okay? And what is the underlying support? The Lovers. Okay. Let's see here. What we have is a situation in our finances in which we're at a place where we are trying to seek out what it is we should do. We got some questions. We're kind of wanting to stand still. We've been on a journey and it's like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Well, for most of us, I feel that you actually have found some solutions in regards to your finances. For some of you, I'm being told to say again now, a Virgo person has a lot to do with your finances, whether it is that they're contributing or taking I feel that for you, who's resonating with this Virgo person that is contributing or taking from your finances, that it's a situation that is milking your finances, and you're encouraged to cut that loose and move on to the new journey, which would be no longer providing that. Go over there. Stop making so much weird extra noise, Quentin Kier. Why? Because the situation that you're investing in with this Virgo person, if this is you, has to do with perpetually feeding a non-improving situation. You are enabling that person, is what I'm hearing. And the reason that you're enabling that person is because you feel a connection to this person, like a love connection of some sort, and it doesn't have to be a romantic love connection, but you feel a connection to that person, and you are being encouraged at this time to quiet, Princeton. Granny's recording. Okay, go in your room, please. They don't want to listen. You're being encouraged to make a decision to do that which harmonizes your divine masculine with your divine feminine, which is try to create from a place of overstanding and act in that place, which it always includes you and your highest, lightest, and brightest interests. Okay, I'm going to give this back to you when we get done recording, because Granny is recording, and I need you to be quiet. I'll give it to you when I'm done with my video. Give me a second, guys. I'm actually going to take them into my nephew's room so that way they can stop, because they're on 1,000. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Because I want you to be able to hear this. These messages are important. Come on. I need them to stay here for about 10 minutes. Because I am trying to record my video and it's like nonstop. Okay, I am back. The children are with my nephew son, the 16-year-old, so they'll be fine. And now you don't have to hear Lightning McQueen. And so, that was one story. The Virgo person taking advantage, enabling them, make the decision. You got to make a choice what's best for you. The other financial situation I see here is you actually have found a course of action to take. And then with that, you have made a decision that you meditated on, and you arrived at a conclusion that affected your finances. I feel for some of you, you started a new business, you left a job, you did some new training, something of that nature is coming up here. Your best course of action in regards to that decision you made that's affecting your finances, new business, new job, new training, whatever that is to keep your head up, stay positive, stay focused on the goals that you have, stay focused on the power of yours within this, because what you're building actually is going to pay off. It's going to harmonize and materialize in a physical sense. What that means, you're going to get paid from this. You just got to be willing to do the work and hold on and keep your head up and know that this is exactly where it's heading. So this is actually, when this harvest comes in, it's going to help put a healing over your finances. And as you're holding this optimistic, positive energy, moving on, focused on your goals, because it is some newness in the situation, you are going to learn some more. And you have to remember that you are always blessed and safe and protected in this decision. Always. This is what it is. This is how life works out for you. This is just your energy. This is just what you are. You are the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, and nothing is off limits to you. Now, I'm going to pull for our romance message. If you would like to ask your personal questions, Go to my website so you can find out about getting your tarot reading by donation. They are by donation, so you set the price of your reading. Other than that, we'll get back into these general messages for today in regards to our romantic flow. What is the situation in our romantic flow right now, love source God? Okay, this one. Situation is the Three of Earth. Some of you are dealing with the three-party situation in which the parties may not all, I'm hearing the parties are not all aware of what's going on, but you are. You know that the person that you have your sights set on is involved with somebody else, and I feel like you're wishing that they would move on from that relationship because you feel that in that relationship they are very solitary, very much on their own within that relationship. That's your feeling, that's what you've picked up, that's what you've derived. Your best course of action is to be the messenger of air. Communicate. I'm hearing communication with the person is key for you, but the communication should be, this is interesting, the communication should be lighthearted, optimistic, and something to show and teach that positive energy and radiate the protection and the blessedness that we stand in at all times is what it behooves you to be teaching and speaking upon with this person. I'm going to rearrange these just a touch. Okay. And so let's see, what is the target? What are we being brought to in this situation? What are we being brought to in this romantic situation in which there are three people involved and there's something that needs to be said? We are being brought to the Nine of Fire. We're being brought to a place where our passion is so on fire that the universe must respond to that passion. We've been through so much, we know what to do, and we're reaching a finality of a course of action. So something, once we get this communication out, something's going to stop, something's going to change. Something is going to get put in a place where it's not going to be going down that way anymore. I feel like you're taking a change of a course of action, but you will still communicate. The underlying support is the Hangman. The underlying support is this situation has been on hold for a while, and that's a blessing to you because it allows you to get your fire all together. It allows you to figure out how you're passionate, what you're passionate about, what is it that you really want about this person or this situation, and it allows you to figure out what you want to communicate about. It allows you to have time to wait for them to communicate back to you so that you can find out if you actually were right about what you're thinking and feeling with this person. Now, another situation that's coming out here for me is the Three of Earth being that of building things together. I see you and your partner. This is more of a committed relationship energy that I'm picking up on, regardless of genders and regardless of levels of commitment. I feel a committed energy here in which you're building something together. And you had asked a question to your partner, well, how are we going to proceed about this? What decision, what kind of floors are we going to do? Where are we going to do this at? What's the next level in that which we're building? And your partner is going to be able to respond to you today about their course, their vision for the progress. I do see that with this, you are nearing completion in a situation that's been held up for a minute. And so if you were working on building a home, a business, a family, whatever it was, it's going to be picking up momentum. You're going to have some breakthroughs through this conversation that you're going to have. In this conversation is going to be a very peaceable, lighthearted conversation. I feel that the conversation is going to flow easy and go back and forth in a very respectable and adult fashion. That's a beautiful thing, because this is a beautiful committed relationship that you're a part of. I also feel that for somebody else, you may be an air sign admiring an earth sign, and you may be leaving behind a fire sign, but you're kind of caught up. I feel that you're probably currently involved with the fire sign, but your eyes are set on an earth sign. and you're just like, I gotta figure out what to do. And you've got some confusion there, but it looks like you're really leaning towards this earth sign person, and you're really looking at how skillful they are, how talented they are, how beautiful they are, admiring what they have to offer, and looking at this other person like, everything I give you, you just want to burn it up. I give you and you burn it up. I give you beauty, you beat it up. I give you money, you waste it. I give you things, you break it. It's like that angry little child I feel with the other person. And so this is who you've been with, and now you're looking at this other person and you're like, everything they get in their hands, and they don't get much, but everything they get in their hands, they build with it, they create with it, they're making something with it. So you are having a breakthrough to realize the energy of the type of person you would like to have attracted into your future situation. These are the messages that I'm receiving for you for today, the 26th of August, 2017. I do feel that it's a wonderful day to get out of being by yourself, get out and socialize and meet other people. You never know who you might meet and what they may have to teach you. You're always going to be blessed and safe and protected no matter where you stand in your skin. So do not worry about what are their intentions. Do not worry about what is their energy, because you have to understand that your energy is what is protecting you. If you're worried about these things, it can get in, because your energy is now focused on being manipulated, being hurt, being injured, having something to worry about. If your energy is like this yellow duck, happy-go-lucky, everything is always working out for me, what don't work for me can't get to me, then you'll live in that vibration, and what is meant for you will catch you, and what is meant to miss you will have to miss you. I do feel for somebody that you might be meeting a Taurus or a Virgo person or an air sign person today who may catch your fancy to the point of wanting to actually get to know this person, to actually really see what they're all about and take the time to investigate. The signs are not what matters, because you don't know their birth chart. Many people that come up in these readings do not resonate towards their birth. They do not resonate towards their sun sign, is what I was trying to say. And they may be resonating from another part of their chart. Somebody in the who is a Gemini, though, is ready to move on from a Virgo person. I also see that somebody who's a Gemini is actually in a very productive teaching, learning environment, and it's going to help you receive some strong healing, some intuitive healing, some inner guidance and direction. So the signs that come out prominently in today's reading, we have Gemini, Virgo, we have Virgo again, we have Taurus, we have the air signs. Okay, so these are the messages that I am picking up for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you would like to ask your personal questions, my website will tell you how you can get your own tarot reading by donation at lphtarot.com. All you gotta do is go on there, read the simple way that you put your little value to the information, send your donation in. Everybody can afford a reading with me, because I believe everybody should have access to spiritual guidance. If your heart is in the right place and you're willing to give that energy exchange, you can get your own personal questions according to your situation, and then I'll know exactly what sign we're talking about. I'll know exactly what is being thought about. I'll know exactly what's being burnt up. I'll know exactly what the breakthrough is, because I'm going to be dealing with one person's energy, and that'll be yours. Other than that, I do these free readings all the time, and I will be back with another free reading for you tomorrow. And there is even a possibility that I might be back late night with your September readings by Zodiac. So at some point I'm going to get online and I will be live streaming those. So if you like the guidance and the psychic, the intuitive, the connection that we're expressing here on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to know when I get on the live stream again, tap the bell next to my name so that way you can get notified that Melinda's going live, and you can get on and be a part of the live audience. And if you like this video, if something in this video hit on point for you, I love to read your comments and I love to see those thumbs up. It's just a nice energy exchange for all that I'm putting out for you. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, because something about us matches. That's how you got here, my little happy ducks. I feel like y'all are little happy ducks. And so until next time, lphtarot.com for all your needs. That's lphtarot.com, as in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.